Break. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Yes, yes! Let's go!
Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I'm not ready.
Yo, 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 go, go!
To throw, Warner. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Now! Hey! Wahoo!
They'll try and run for it with Sayers. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Ready up.
Walk time.
Now a first down throw. Warner looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And All-Pro in 8 of his 9 NFL seasons, it's Jim Brown with it. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. On second down. It's Brown looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
132 fighter.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
A run at Sayers' right side. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive back. Now as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play for Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike. Oh, you got deep. 2 times.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 28 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, It has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, box drop. Go.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get there.
Go.
On 2nd down, Warner. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey, I'm coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Bears' 31-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's get it together, Pete.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 27. Here we go.
General West.
Let's go.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Warner. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Warner. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Bravo.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Warner. And this one's incomplete. Gale Sayers, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On the draw, it's Sayers. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Gale Sayers, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Gronkowski. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
12. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the stakes on fourth. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
He's coming.
80 weapon.
We got double up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Hey, exit.
On 4th down, Warner. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Damon Harrison. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
On 1st down, it's Brown, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run now with Brown. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Coming to you, coming to you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Brown. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got him in, it's Brown. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Do you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Hey, Haywood! Let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warner. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Sayers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Warner. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. This is Brown on the draw play, and he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st down, New England.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.
Y'all already know what time it is. Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, raw on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch out flip.